Assalamualaikum and hi guys. I'm from group 5 and my group will present about statistical analysis and hypothesis testing on natural gas prices. So this is our group members, which is me, AMIRAH AFIQAH, S76021. Next we have SYAZIQA HAZWIN, LIYANA KARMILA and RASHMIKA.
Assalamualaikum, my name is KARMILA binti NOAZMAN. My number matric is S76174. Today I would like to present about the question number 1, which is find the descriptive statistic of the opening price for your data. For A, find new median of the opening price. For me, first we have to total up all the opening price where we got the answer 66.496. And mean, we have to use the formula which is summation of x over n. N is the sample size which is 20. So 66.496 over 20, we got the answer 3.3248. For median, first we have to arrange the number according to the ascending order, where we got the median using the formula n plus 1 over 2. So we got 10.5. So the median value is at the 10th and 11th position, where the value is 3.2435. For mod, there is no mod in this dataset because there is no repeating. For the question B, we have to find the 5 number summary of the opening price, where 5 number summary is mean, max, third quartile, second quartile and first quartile. According to the ascending order, we got the minimum number which is 3.0480, while the maximum number is equals to 3.8690. For the first quartile, we have to use the formula 1 over 4 n plus 1, where we got the answer 5.5. The Q1 value is at the between 5 and 6 position, where we got the value 3.1940. While for the Q2, the second quartile, which is equal to median, just now we got the median value which is equal to 3.2435. Lastly, third quartile Q3, which is using the formula 3 over 4 n plus 1, where we got the answer 16.5. The third quartile, which is between the 16 and 17 value, where we got the answer 3.463. Lastly, for the C question, where we have to draw a box viscous plot for the opening price. In box viscous plot, we have to use the 5 number summary where we have mean, max, first quartile, third quartile and second quartile. As you can see here, this is the plot for the box viscous plot.
Assalamualaikum, my name is SYAZIQA binti YAAKOB and my matrix number is S75676. For question 2, find the 90x percentage confidence interval for the closing price of your data and make a conclusion. First step, calculate the mean of the closing price using the formula and you'll get 66.7400. Next, to find the standard deviation, calculate the sum squared deviations and divide by n minus 1, which is 19, and you'll get 0.0603. Then square root 0.0603 and you'll get the standard deviation is 0.2456. For step 3, find the standard error using the formula s over square root n and you'll get 0.0549. Then we can find t value using the distribution since alpha is equal to 0.02 and degrees of freedom is 19 and t is equal to 2.539. Last step, substitute all the information to formula confidence interval and then you'll get 3.1976 and 3.4764. We can conclude that the 98% confidence interval for closing price using the t-test is between 3.1976 and 3.4764. This means the 90x percentage confidence that the true mean closing price lies within this interval. That's all from me.
Selamat sejahtera, my name is RASHMIKA and my matric number is S76646. Today I'm going to present question number 3, which is find the 95% confidence interval for variance and standard deviation, the opening price of your data, and make a conclusion. So from the questions, we can get A values which is 0.05 for 95% confidence level. From the table, we know the n value is 20 and so the degree of freedoms will be 90, which is n minus 1. So the first step is we will compute the sample mean. by using the formula for the sample mean, which is the sum of individual data point divided by the number of opening price, whereby n is equal to 20, which is number of opening price, and the xi are the individual data points. So the sum of individual data points divided by the number of opening price, we will get 3.3248. Step 2, we will compute the sample variance by using the formula of sample variance. First, we will be calculating the deviations for each data point that square each deviations. And later on, we sum all the square deviations and divide by n minus 1, which is degree of freedom, equals to 19. Then the sample variance is 0.0462. Step 3, we will compute the sample standard deviations, whereby the standard deviation is simply the square root of the variance. By square root the sample variance, which is 0.0462, and we will get 0.2149 of the standard deviation. Step 4, we identify the chi-square critical values. To calculate the confidence interval, we use the chi-square distribution critical value. By using the chi-square distribution, we get first chi-square is 8.907 and second is 32.852. Then we use the confidence interval for variance. The formula for the confidence interval variance, we substitute the values and we will get the lower limits and upper limits, which is the lower limits is 0.0267 and the upper limits is 0.0985. The last step is to find the confidence interval for the standard deviation. To get the confidence intervals for the standard deviations, we take the square root of the variance interval. So we will get the lower limits is 0.1635 and the upper limit is 0.3139. So the 95% of confidence interval for standard deviation is 0.1635 and 0.3139. In the conclusion, we are 95% confident that the true population variance of the opening price is between 0.027 and 0.0985, and the true standard deviations is between 0.1635 and 0.3139.
Okay, next for question number 4. Do the hypothesis testing to check whether the closing prices will change at alpha equal to 0.05. So for the step 1, we do the hypothesis statement. H0 mu equal to 3.3690 and H1 mu not equal to 3.3690. Next, step 2, we find the critical value. So the alpha is given is 0.05. So the test is a two-tailed test. And the degree of the freedom is 90. So the critical value are t equal to 2.093 and negative 2.093. We can find the t value, the critical value in the t-test table. Okay, after that we compute the test value using the given formula. Okay, before that, we should find the mean of x first and we get 3.337. After that, we find the total of x and we get 66.74 and the total of x squared is 223.6.86. Next, we find the standard deviation using the given formula and we get 0.246. And we can find the test value using the given formula, which is t equal to mean minus mu divided by s, which is standard deviation, over square root n sample, and we get negative 0.582. After that, we can make the decision. Since the test value is smaller than critical value, so we fail to reject the HO because the test value is not in the shaded region. And so there is not enough evidence to support the claim that the average closing prices of natural gas is 3.3690. Okay, for the last question is question 5. Is there any difference between the opening and closing prices of the data at alpha equal to 0.1? Use the dependent sample technique. Okay, so for the step 1, we do the hypothesis statement. H0 mu equal to 0 and H1 mu not equal to 0. Step 2, find the critical value. The alpha is given is 0.1, so the test is a two-tailed test, and the degree of freedom are 19. So we can find the critical value in the t-test table. And we get 1.729 and negative 1.729. Next, step 3, we make the opening as x1 and the closing as x2. So we can find the total of d and the total for d squared. So the total for d is we can find by x1 minus x2 and we get negative 0.244, and the total of d squared we get 0.3779. After that, we can calculate the mean of d and we get negative 0.0122, and we can find the standard deviation using the given formula and we get 0.1404. And lastly, we can find the test value by the given formula, which is mean minus mu divided by standard deviation over square root, and we get negative 0.3886. Step 4, make the decision. Okay, we know that the test value is smaller than the critical value, so we fail to reject HO because the test value is not in the shaded region. So there is not enough evidence to support the claim that the changes opening and closing prices of the natural gas. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.